is it that drew you to becoming a firefighter?
You know, I think when people ask me that, I just kind of jokingly say I just never grew up out of a childhood dream. I've long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a firefighter. Uh, I think the spark of my desire came from American Fork Fire. '96, when I was 7 years old, I, we had that, the unfortunate issue with my dad, where I actually ended up waking up. My dad woke me, or due to his snoring, woke me up, and so I uh, tried to turn on a movie or something with a cassette tape, and that woke my mom up. She noticed that my dad wasn't sounding right. Tried to wake him up, and uh, unfortunately didn't. He was having he was unconscious, having like kind of basically drowning in his own fluids at that point, which is why the snoring sounded so off. And yeah, she called 911. And I remember holding the door open for the ambulance personnel to come in that picked him up, and as I carried him out, and that also kind of built another little pillar there why I wanted to help serve. Because I saw the impact that they did for me and my family, and even though again I was just little, my dad, before he died, about a month, or I think it was about a month, he was in the hospital, going back and forth between different hospitals or nursing care facilities, and he's having to be transported by ambulance each of those times. And those crew members actually would help me load the stretcher up and just do little things that firefighters and paramedics do every day with kids. And but that's a impression that lasted in me forever, and I still think about it constantly while I'm at work, is how I felt when I was that little kid. And but yeah, never grew out of it. Always kept that desire. I always had just like every kid, wants to be a sports star or a music artist, something like that. And although those were high interests of mine, firefighting was always like the priority for me, and that's kind of where I focus my life on.